Europe, sell out stadiums all over the world.
You guys are one of the biggest selling artists in the world. How about a warm welcome for the Corrs?
The Corrs, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, welcome back to Speakeasy and our conversation with the Corrs. One of the things that I realized is that with the kind of touring that you've done, which has been exhaustive, amazing touring in the past 10 years, you have to have a lot of tolerance for one another. Just because people are really exhausted half the time. You're sleep deprived, you're going around the world and in not 80 days, more like one day, and you have to perform and you have to look energetic. Who is the best traveler of the four of you?
Best traveller?
Who's the one who bounces back no matter what?
You bounce back a good bit, Jim.
You think so?
Yeah. We all have our moments, though, you know.
Yeah. Well, you do as well. It depends on the night before syndrome. I mean, when we're obviously if we go out and we're burning the candle at both ends, which doesn't happen too often, but sometimes you have to let off steam. Our way of doing it is go out and have a few drinks.
Yeah, that's
and
not
a few
good.
more. Obviously that'll take its toll the next day. You can't really function very well and you suffer mood swings. But I think I'm okay at it. I try, but you've got to have a bit of a regime, and we have. I mean, you've got to eat properly. You've got to. Myself and Caroline work out as much as we can, and it does help to give us an edge. There's no doubt about it. It helps us to give us energy, and I think you're better able to cope with life's little stresses and strains that happen along the way. And yes, our proximity to each other, particularly being siblings, is not easy. It's like a crazy situation, because after 18 years of age, you would normally leave the nest, but we've decided that we're going to stay here and work together, and it is crazy, but we have to work on ourselves. You come to realise after a period of time what buttons not to press.
You're forgiven, not forgotten. You're forgiven, not forgotten. You're forgiven, not forgotten. You're not forgotten. As she goes searching for the man long forgiven, but not forgotten. You're forgiven, not forgotten. You're forgiven, not forgotten. You're forgiven, not forgotten. You're forgiven.
When you first started out, the story goes, just to recap, I mean, you originally auditioned for Alan Parker for the movie The Commitments. You put the band together. The musical director, John Hughes, who was your manager, saw you and said, I never wanted to manage anyone in my whole life, but I want to manage them. When you connected with John Hughes, did you have a strategy? Did you have an actual idea about world domination, or were you just trying to make great music and get it out there?
I would say John would have had a strategy. I'd say, though, there was a connection between us, you know, musically as well, because he also was a musician himself, and or singer, and I think that he connected with us musically, and I think, though, he really liked the band and liked the people he was dealing with, and we also, vice versa, felt we could spend a long time with this man.
Wow.
That's
That is brilliant. 10 years, 10 million. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Thank you. You know, when you're put in a situation where you have to perform, where you have to deliver, no matter what, you kind of, something happens, and we found that we're able to do it. You know, we're able to do it. But we were just taking everything step by step, and I have a philosophical belief that, you know, when you're putting energy into something, you're putting 100% focus into something, no matter what. You have your goal set. That I really do believe that something is happening to bring about your intended outcome, not just from what you're doing physically, but it's a lot got to do with what you're doing mentally as well.
To manifest it.
Yes, and you do, because I do believe that we're living in, because you probably can't prove it, and it's all theories and all of this, but I do believe that we're living in a malleable universe. You know,
Okay.
I really do believe.
I'm with Jim.
All right.
I believe it's malleable to our intention, I really do.
We are chasing your chest and running wild and free. We are following through every dream and every need. And it really doesn't matter if we don't eat. And it really doesn't matter if we never sleep. No, it really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter at all. 'Cause we are so young now. We are so young now. And when tomorrow comes, we can do it all again. Yeah, we are so young now. We are so young now. And when tomorrow comes, we'll just do it all again.
Is it more than what you dreamed? What you've been able to achieve?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think we always somehow knew we'd be in some ways successful, but not to the degree that we have. But as you're saying, if you work hard enough, anything can happen. So we have worked really hard, and that is, if we didn't do the work, there's just no way we would have had this success. I mean, that for sure. So, it is beyond our dreams, definitely beyond our dreams.
Keep it going, let's not lose it. Feel the flow. Oh, flying free in a fantasy. With you, I'll go. This is the right time. Once in a lifetime.
Was there ever a time when the band was at risk, where because of a personal situation with one of you, or just exhaustion when you lose perspective and you just think, I can't pick up those drumsticks again, I can't?
There's been times when we've all freaked out. I mean, completely freaked out. I mean, I remember myself one day, I just went, I've had enough to hear, and I was just tired. It's just when you're tired, or you've come off a plane, you've got jet lag, and you're working. And yeah, I've definitely freaked out a couple of times, definitely. But I generally vent it, and then it's fine. So you just need to vent things like that. You need to get them off your chest. And you're not being angry at somebody, you're angry at yourself. It's got nothing, you're not angry at other people. You're venting your own frustrations, and it happens, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's healthier to vent it instead of not.
You bored me with your stories. I can't believe that I endured you for as long as I did. I'm happy it's over. I'm only sorry that I didn't make the move before you. And when you go, I will remember to send a thank you note to that girl. I see she's holding you so tender. Well, I just want to say, I never really loved you anyway. I know I didn't love you anyway. Yeah.
questions that I want to ask you. It's kind of like a Rorschach test. Things that just don't require a whole lot of mental energy. It's just like what comes to you. So I was handed these, so I'm going to ask you.
What if everything that we answer has got a sexual connotation? What do you do then?
Legend.
All right.
Inside the mind of the Corrs.
That's right. Now let's put this in a sexual context. What do you need much more of in your life?
What?
Breasts.
Okay, cut.
Yeah, thunder only happens when it's raining. The players only love you when they're playing. Yeah, women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know.
If you were on a desert island, what would be your 3 favorite discs that you would take? Your 3 favorite CDs that you just would feel like, if I'm going to be here forever, I got to have these.
One of them would be Fleetwood Mac Rumours. Definitely.
Obviously had a big impact on the
Yeah.
band covering Dreams.
Yeah. It's very hard because you're going to get really sick of these albums. That's the thing.
It's got to be. It's got to be classical because there's so much within
true.
classical. You know, I mean, within a pop song, you've got the chorus repeating 3 or 4 times. You've got the verse repeating twice, middle eights. Within classical music, yes, you have parts that repeat, but nowhere near the same extent, and it changes so much. It's so fluid. So it would, for me, it would have to be a selection of works by Beethoven, Bach, and possibly Chopin.
Chopin, yeah. Definitely, I'd agree with that, yeah. It'd have to be classical because you go out of your mind listening to them for too long.
Yes, classical music is timeless and tireless.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, I guess we have to set you free for shoe shopping.
Yes, definitely.
Get the next batch of Corrs in.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to be talking to Andrea and Sharon, and it's been a pleasure to meet you. And I just
Absolutely.
wish you such great success with this album. I know it was dedicated to your mum, and I think she's guiding it in 18 countries so far.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah. So all the best, and we'll be back with more of the Corrs on Speakeasy right after this.
Yeah.